bummed to see me.
We want to stay later. I didn't do that.
Harmless prank or outrageous abuse of their kid.
Nah, we've been like cleaning our nails.
Yeah, we've been like, we locked it.
Bro, that's crazy. Who did? Bro, they even got the tires? What the hell? Bro, who?
I have a bone to pick when it comes to family channels. What's up, you guys? So today I'm going to be talking about family channels and how they just suck. Like, if I'm being honest, like they low-key kind of suck. Like, and something that should never really existed. What inspired me to do this video was because I had always kind of had a little bit of a problem when it came to family channels. Like, they kind of came off a little bit weird to me and like more like rehearsed, in my opinion. But kind of also started, with the whole family channel stuff is, if you guys have heard, the 8 Passengers. 8 Passengers, they were a family channel with Ruby and Kevin Frankie with their 6 kids, and they got so much backlash, and they had got so much backlash because the way how Ruby was parenting her kids.
Say it one more time and then you're gonna lose the privilege to eat dinner.
Shitty ass discipline, like, you know what I mean? So they had over 2 million subscribers as well at this one point, but obviously their channel got deleted. In 2023, Frankie was arrested for child abuse. So was her business partner, Jody Hildebrand. They had a business which it was kind of like a podcast, and they talked about marriages and relationships and kids and like disciplining your kids and stuff. And how this all started was that Ruby's 12-year-old son escaped from Judy's home and fled to a neighbor who found the boy malnourished, open wounds, and been duct taped for a long time. And before even all this stuff has happened, CPS has been called plenty of times, even by their own fan base has even called CPS on the kids, on the parents, because they saw online on how Ruby kind of disciplined her kids, and it's out of control. And even their own subscribers even seen it, and it's terrible. A family channel shouldn't even come to a point where your own mother is being arrested. If this is something people think that they want to do, which is to have a family channel on YouTube, you better rethink that ASAP. Now, when it comes down to family channels, I feel like it all started off kind of what we kind of saw on TV. Specifically, what comes to mind for me is reality TV shows about families, on TLC. So that's kind of where it all started, and people were like, okay, well, let's bring it to YouTube. YouTube was being big as a platform itself. And then on top of that, I actually heard that in the beginning, people weren't being paid on YouTube for vlogging at all. I feel like there is a way to show your kids online by showing them how, for an example, showing how much you love them, showing you spend quality time with them, and showing fun, showing good moments, funny moments, like I said, spending time with your kids. I think it comes to a point where it goes too far when you kind of exploit your kids, you know what I mean? And especially just in their vulnerable moments is what I'm talking about. There are people who have made videos, family channels that have made videos of oh, my daughter got her first period, and oh my gosh, she's becoming a woman and all this other stuff, or filming them in a bathtub, shaving their kids on camera. It's bro, like, not everything needs to be shared. Let your kids be kids. Like, I just don't understand that. And also, like, this one video of this mom who was literally this mommy vlogger or whatnot. She literally, her her family dog passed away, right? Their dog passed away, and she had her son in the car with her, and her son was actually crying on camera.
If you could pray for us, we appreciate it. I love you guys. Bye. Come here. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Put your head right here. Come closer. Closer. Down. Put your head down here. Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
She didn't cut this part of the video. Kids are kids. Their brain is not even fully developed like that. They can't even comprehend. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, kids are kids, and it's like these kids in a way are being controlled. Like, in a way, yes, you're supposed to control your child, but like in disciplining and like making sure that they're good people. But if it's like you are controlling them because you're like, no, because mom and daddy got to make this money, which I feel like that's what the whole point about this family channel is about. It's not about who's the best family or who got the most subscribers. It's about the money. That's what people care about. And these adults, they are not dumb. They're not dumb on what they're doing. They're really not. They're not dumb of what they're doing. But they are dumb because they just act like it. I'm getting heated, like, for real. Like, I get heated about this stuff because it makes me think about, like, for my future, when I have a family one day, even like with couple channels, it's just like, and I might be scurrying off to a couples channel, but like, even with couples channels, like, you are selling your soul to the devil when you're doing this shit. Yeah, it might be fun in the beginning and when showing your people like your relationship, but it, like, with your relationship with your significant other, your kids and your family, it's just, that's cool and all, but but most of the time it becomes a business. It starts to become just about the business and about the money. It's not about you actually care about your children, like, and about your personal life anymore, because you exploit it every minute of the hour. Family channel stuff that has like went on, like, for an example, like with the Ace family, like they had an Ace Fest, which was kind of a scam per se, because their prices of like their food was like really high. They had a meet and greet, but most people couldn't even meet them because allegedly they had left early. And also, like, I heard also, like, when I was watching like Swoop's video, and she was talking about like the Ace family and whatnot. She even talked about like how they even copy of like the intro of like the Ferris, like, of their like festival or carnival that they were having, you know what I mean? And it was copied from another YouTuber. Like, that's not cool. And then also what has happened recently, like Austin and Catherine, who are getting a divorce, but I've been hearing that and seeing a little bit like on the internet that Austin been acting weird, like, I guess, like acting like if he's broke or something, and he's like acting weird on Snapchat. And I'm hearing that that allegedly that this is like a hoax divorce, like they're not actually getting a divorce. The relationship between, like I said, between like Austin and Catherine, like with their with Austin like cheating on Catherine and girls coming out, I think, about it and stuff, it's just like, it's insane. And then you have kids who are also in the middle of this stuff, and it's like when does it end? When does it end, bruh? Our next family is like the Lebrent family. Like, they, like, they were showing their babies being hooked up to like monitors or like machines, having their oldest daughter Everly homeschool so she can take care of her siblings, when it's like, no, she's a kid. Like, what are you, like, and then you're talking about like some Then the mom is literally being like oh, well, it helps us to keep, keep the kids off our hands and like, have her help us like around the house and stuff. It's like, yo, she is a kid. Of course, like taking care of your siblings here, you know what I mean? But that's not the daughter's job. You know what I mean? It's not, she didn't give birth to them kids. No. And another thing is like they have also lied about like the wildfire that has happened in California, which was a real thing that has happened to many of people that had to evacuate their homes and has lost their homes because of this. I guess like a neighbor, allegedly, like this has happened, like a neighbor has exposed them for lying about it, saying that they were never exposed by a wildfire. Like, and it's like, who does that stuff? Who does that stuff? Like, it's just, they also had pranked their child that they were going to adopt their dog. And literally the Everly was traumatized. And it's just like, like, you know what I mean? And these parents don't see nothing wrong with it. That's my issue. They see it as like, oh my God, it's so funny. Like, oh my God, that's so hilarious. When it's like, no, it's not. You're actually traumatizing your child on camera. And we're all seeing this shit live. And you're okay with it? The Daddy 05 channel. These two couples, Heather and Mike, they had a family channel, and they were pretty much, pranking their kids. Which perceive a lot of backlash. The reason why they got backlash because people started to notice that pretty much traumatizing their child on camera, like like Heather, which includes like Heather and Mike, like fighting, screaming, and cursing at their kids in their prank videos. And literally at the end of the prank, Mike always says, "It's a prank, bruh."
It's just a prank, bruh.
Like, and the child is literally like breaking down, crying, traumatized, being like, I didn't do it. Like, I didn't do it. Like, oh my God, I didn't do it. And it kind of speculates in people's head, like, okay, if they yell at their children like this and this is a prank and they supposed to make it look real and their child is actually crying like this, does more things happen in this house, you know what I mean, that we don't know about, that happens off camera? And that's also another thing when it comes to like pranking nowadays, which that might be a next video that might be coming up soon, so watch out for that one. And it got so bad that that Mike's kids, Emma and Cody, were removed from Mike's custody, and they move with their biological mother. Mike and Heather, they even made an interview like saying like how they apologize for this, and they deleted their channel, but they renamed it to the Martins family or something like that, which, ciao. The royalty family. They have made this video of they're decorating their oldest son, like his whole room a candy store, and literally his reaction, the child's reaction, bruh, to like him walking into his room is so fake and rehearsed.
That's what it all is! You guys turned my bedroom into a candy store?
Are you guys excited for candy?
Yeah!
You could tell, like, it was just so rehearsed. Like, you can tell. Like, if you watch the video, you can tell that it was really rehearsed. Like, they were literally like, all right, in 3, 2, 1, I want you to, act surprised. And I want you to be like, oh my God. Okay. I want you to do that. When he grows up, when that child grows up, that's all he's going to know is that, it's just, and then they have their son like wear expensive outfits that's like from Gucci and Prada, like it's just like, and they just show off like that flashy lifestyle, and especially like that was like really big in like 2016. Prince family, they had also been under the radar as well by faking being broke and being homeless when there's actually people out here who are actually broken homeless or has been broken homeless, and y'all faking it and thinking like that's cool because your house was broken into. If that was a real thing, Bianca wasn't even happy that about her child once the child was born. She wasn't happy because she was looking at the baby like she don't have my blue eyes or something like that, or she don't have my eyes. And you know, her parents were talking about like there's like the baby's skin color.
Was talking to her new baby.
Because I had blue eyes when I was born.
Sorry.
I thought you were gonna have pretty eyes.
Bright blue eyes.
She do got pretty eyes.
And it's like who does that? Like, be grateful that you have a child. When it comes to like, you know, with the family channels, it kind of made me think about like child stars. Like, if you think of like, you know, about child stars, you might be thinking of, you know, like Justin Bieber, Lindsay Lohan, Orlando Brown, who's another one, Drew Barrymore. Like, you might be thinking about like people like those, and they have went through shit, and some of them still are, but they have went through things because they were exploited to a lot of things, and they were taken advantage of at such a young age and by these grown ass adults. And it's like, they're only kids. What a family channel kind of reminds me of, it kind of reminds me of like, you're doing this, you like kind of reminds me of like you putting your child in an acting gig, or you know, having them sing at a young age or being on the screen at a young age, and then they grow up and some of them either become crazy or they come out as they get older, once they're adults, and they talk about exactly what has happened to them when they were a kid. And then especially nowadays, people go so far with their kid that they make a social media account. For an example, like they even make an account for their just born infant. And it's like, bro, okay, yes, there's no problem about probably like making a picture here and there, like posting a picture of your child here and there, whatever. But I feel like your child shouldn't even have a social media account as an infant. Especially people are weird nowadays to the point where, you know, people will literally stalk you and want to have your child and want to kidnap your child. And it's scary out there. Queen Naija and Clarence White, you know, and they had a family channel and they named it The Royal Family. And they had it with their 2 kids. And, you know, they changed their name to Queen and Clarence because Queen said, because they both said that, like, in the one video, they said that, you know, they don't want to put a camera in their child's face, and they want their kids to just be kids and, like, go to school normally, like, go and have friends, and, like, you know what I mean? Like, just have a childhood, not making their kids, like, uncomfortable. I think that's an amazing thing that a family channel has ever done, or a parent has ever done, and remaking, you know, of a family channel, because and turning off that family channel thing off. They said, yeah, you will see my kids like here and there, well, our kids here and there, but it's not going to be no family channel anymore. And I'm like, thank God, protect your loved ones, bro. Like, and it's just like, that's the thing, like what I just said, you know, having friends, you know, like just being a child and having a childhood. Like, once you start doing this family channel shit, your child you're not a normal child anymore. You're not living a normal life. You're not even a child. You're not even having a childhood as it is. Some of them have even said, like, some kids have even said on camera, like, I don't even have friends. I had to cut off my friends because of the channel and they were making fun of me. And
I don't have friends.
I don't have friends either.
I literally like told my friends I'm not hanging out with them anymore because they say some pretty messed up stuff.
You take advantage of these kids and they're not even processing to know that. That's not cool. Like, oh my God. Like, People really love to do shit for the clout and the money, bruh. To conclude all of this, family channels, once I said, they trash and they suck. They really do. And I don't ever want to make something like that ever in my life of a family channel. To me, you are ruining your life. You're ruining the relationship with your family, with your significant other, with your kids, and most importantly, yourself. Most family channels do not succeed, or they don't come off as a good family after all, because of what has happened. And yes, they might look beautiful probably still a little bit right now, but wait till down the line when a child from a family channel, more, even though that it already happened with the 8 passengers, wait till like even more kids come out and say exactly what has happened in their household. They come out saying like, oh, I don't talk to my parents anymore, like, and it's just like, you have ruined the relationship with your own kid. It's like, let your kid be a kid. Let your kid be a kid, and stop taking advantage of it and stop making it for the money. You know what I mean? That's not cool, because it makes you look bad as a parent, and then you're wondering why you getting flamed over it, because the things that you do it's just not cool. That's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate that. Like this video, please share as well, and please leave a comment as well. I would love comments. I really love comments, whether they're good or bad. I love comments. Thank you. And follow my Instagram, my Twitter, my Spotify, my what else? And that's it. Yeah. But yeah, I had a good time, talking about it, once again, something that I'm passionate about, and what I want to sit down and talk about. You know what I mean? That's why I love doing these video essays. They're really fun to do and like interesting to talk about. I love you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.